Hi. Welcome to Make It Funny, where I take your suggestions and today's suggestion, money. I'm poor, but I like to buy things. And quite often I find myself in a predicament where I want something that I can't afford. But there's a mantra you can do that will justify buying something you can't afford, and this is how it goes. Oh boy, I really want this new telescope, but you can't afford it, Dave, so you just can't do it. But wait, you can't afford not to do it. Eh? Those are all the words you need to justify buying something you really shouldn't buy. Because let's face it, we only live once, as far as I'm aware, and it's really a dick punch to work your ass off all month long to just give it all away, only to start back over at zero. I just worked 4 weeks in a row, 60 hours a week, and man, I've never worked so hard. Anyway, here's the mortgage. Now what happens? Well, you start all over. You start all over. Enjoy the next month of 60-hour weeks. Which is why I say you should buy stuff even if you can't afford it, which justifies my second phrase, which is you can't afford not to do it. Because then what the hell are we even doing in this life if we can't find any enjoyment? Plus, it is way more satisfying to buy a television for $400 than to pay a car payment for $400. Like, technically, I get it. You do own a car, sort of. But it doesn't feel like anything. But a television or whatever it is you buy, you're going to have that thing for years. You might have the television for 10 years, and at that point, now you're only paying like $40 a year. Divided by 12, it's like $3.60 a month. Well, of course it's worth it then. And so that's how I now have way too much stuff, and I'm 3 months behind on my bills. Because I use that phrase way too often. Anyway, that was money of which I don't have any, but, I really want this show to take off. Now, I have two ways to do it. One, I could just keep putting out content, hope that people discover it, tell their friends, etc., etc., and over years it becomes popular. Or there's this thing I could buy where I could buy like 10 million fake viewers. I mean, it'll cost me $5,000, but I mean, I can't afford not to do it. Anyway, that was Make It Funny. Since I'm not going to go the buy fake people route like a lot of douchebag influencers do, I need you guys to support me by leaving suggestions that I will attempt to make funny and fail most of the time, which is why this show is not successful. Anyways. Hey, listen. You might ask yourself, can I afford the time to watch this idiot try to be funny? And I says to you, you can't afford not to do it. If I stare at this long enough, my face starts to morph into like a monster. Is anyone still watching? Oh, I'm going to commit to this. That's right. How long can I go without blinking? Yeah, my face is completely monster at this point. Now I'm starting to lose the painting behind me. Hey, did you see that video where Dave stared at the camera way too long and now he's blind? There's this thing, if anyone's still watching, look in a mirror and try to make your eyes go back and forth like this. Except for when you do that, you won't see, it'll look like your eyes don't move. It's a cool trick. Anyway, okay. I don't know if I'll put that part in.